Well, it's allocation season, so let's talk about what I'm hunting. Welcome back to That Bourbon Dude. My name is Charles. Today we're talking about allocation season. Well, it is upon us. This is the fall. This is when everything starts dropping. This is when we all come out of our little burrows and start scampering out into the cities and looking for stuff just with eager souls. We're just ready to find something, right? Well, I'm going to be hunting too this year. Not different than any other year, but I have more of a strict plan this year. I have a lot of bottles. Many of you have way more bottles than me, but this year I got a plan. I'm sticking to it. I'm not going to deviate. So I'm going to talk about a few of the bottles that I'm going to be hunting for this year. And in the comments section, let me know what you are hunting for this year. And I would love to know if you actually find those. So maybe I'll do a follow-up video so we can kind of talk about what everybody found. And if we don't do a follow-up video, there's a better way to do it. If you take a look right here and right here, we have my community Facebook group on one side where we do all things community whiskey related. We do giveaways over there, just general conversation. And on the other side is What Dropped, where if you're not familiar, is where we put the information of what is dropping that day at the distilleries. So it's no more like going between 7 or 8 different Facebook groups. It's all centrally located in one place for convenience. So with that being said, one last thing to get out of the way. A lot of you have commented or sent me messages and said that you are no longer subscribed to the channel. I don't know what has happened. Maybe YouTube has unsubscribed a lot of you guys. So double check, make sure that you're a subscriber, and hit that like, share, notification, drop a comment. Let me know what you're finding and what you're hoping to get this year. All right, with all that out of the way, let's talk about what I'm going to be hunting this year. So first on the list, well, let me break this up into how I'm doing this for you guys. This is important. I got 3 categories: might find, probably not going to find, and have never found. Okay. On the first part, this is what I might find. This is the highest probability of me getting my hands on. First on the list is going to be E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. Luckily for the last 3 years in a row, I've been able to get at least 1 bottle of this each year. So hopefully again, I can do that again. I really like E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. Pretty solid offering each year. Hopefully I can get one of those. I have recently become more of a Michter's fan than I ever thought that I would be. And I am in pursuit of all things Michter's Toasted. So this year, anything that is Michter's Toasted, if I can get my grubby little paws on it, I'm going to snag it up as long as it's at a good price. I hope to goodness I can get at least one. I purchased a pour of a toasted rye at a bar, and it was spectacular. I hope to goodness I can get one. Next up, this is probably one of the hot ones for everybody, an Eagle Rare 12. I bought a pour of it, thought it was pretty solid. I don't know that it's so far much better really than the Eagle Rare 10, but I still want to get one so I can do comparisons with it and other products. So I think I'm going to try to get one of those as well. And the last on the might finds, and this one might be a surprise to you guys, I have not been able to find a Stagg Jr. since 2023. And hopefully I will be able to find one this season. I don't care what batch. I think the only batch from 25 that has came out is the A batch. So maybe they'll dump the rest of the A's, B's, and C's all during this little, last couple months of the year. But that's my hopes for the might finds. Now, the probably nots is always the ones that seems to be eluding me every year. I'm either like 1 or 2 positions out of line to get these bottles. I'm going to put in a touch more effort this year. Hopefully I can do it. I don't have a lot of free time, but what free time I have, I'm going to attempt to go to a drop or 2, Probably just one, but let's see what happens. First up on the might, or probably not list, is going to be the 2025 GTS. It's hazmat. I'm a fan of GTS. I think everyone's a fan of it. George C. Stagg seems to be kind of like the flagship product from Buffalo Trace. Always seem to enjoy it. There's always a little bit of variance. Some years are better than others. I get that. This is, I think, the second time we've seen hazmat come out in this specific bottle. Hopefully I can get it. I would love to be able to get it. And if I do, I'm going to probably be cracking it and giving samples away in the Facebook group so you guys can enjoy it as well. Next up, King of Kentucky. I got a King of Kentucky in 2023. Cracked it for my anniversary, and I just got just a little bit left. Always something on my list I really like to try to get. Only ever had one shot at it. I've been out of position every other time to get it. I don't like paying up for it. It's already a quite pricey bottle, and I'm not going to go too much higher than the SRP on it. I know that I'll probably get some flack for saying that, but hey, it is what it is. That's where I'm going to stand on that one. 13th Colony Double Oak. I was able to get one bottle of it a couple years ago, and it is spectacular. It did really well in a blind last year for me. It is actually my wife's favorite bottle of all time. So even if I don't find one for me, the goal is to find it for her. So I'm going to put in a lot of extra effort this year. Hopefully, I may be able to get that one for her. That's the one thing she has asked for this year. So that is my goal, to get that one. Next, William Heavenhill 19 year. You guys may have seen the post. I was able to try this. A good friend was able to get a bottle, brought it over. We cracked it here at the house. He shared it with me. Fantastic. I'm just going to say this right now. I don't know that I have had anything else this year that comes anywhere close to as good as it. If I'm just going to predict best whiskey of the year, I'm going to say right now, William Heavenhill 19 year. From the bottles that I've tasted so far, there's some that still hasn't, graced my lips. That is the best bottle I've tasted all year. This one, I don't know that it's getting released yet. It might be a January release or February release, but it's still kind of that allocation season. It's going to be the 1792 15 year. If you guys are fans of the channel and you've been around for a while, you know that I have an affinity for Barton's 1792. It's really where I found my true love for whiskey. I don't know what it is specifically about the profile that Barton's puts out that is so delicious to me. I don't know if it's just the mash bill or something special. Whatever they do is really, really just perfectly fit for my palate. I've chased down their juice in other brands for many, many years. I do believe that for me personally, I think that it's probably the best flavor profile match to what I enjoy the most. There's a bunch of other bottles that just absolutely spectacular, but one bottle or one brand that I can pick up consistently that always just hits for me. And I know many of you like, hey, their stuff drinks hot or this, that. I get it. I totally understand that. But just personally for me, Barton's does it right. The next one, this one got released yesterday. Today is Thursday. So Wednesday at Jack Daniel's, Tenured Hill Rye was released. Did not get that. Many of my friends live very close to the distillery. Some of them live within 20 minutes, and by the time they found out, they drove those 20 minutes, and we're talking like the doors open at 9. They got a text like 2 minutes after, and at 23 after they got there, and they did not get a bottle. Rumors are they sold like 540 bottles. That's a lot of bottles really quick. Once they hit distribution, fingers crossed I can get one. I know that we're limited to like 15,000 bottles on that. So, best of luck to me on those. I really, really hope that I get something out of the probably not list. And then the never have found list. I have looked for this bottle for myself and a friend for the longest time. And if I get it, I am going to either split this bottle with him, or I might just let him have the damn bottle because I think he loves it equally as much or greater than I do. And that's going to be a Michter's 20-year bourbon. My friend has just wanted this bottle for probably as long as I have, or maybe even longer. We both highly, highly covet this bottle, and I know you really shouldn't covet a bottle, but like this is something that is just spectacular to us. For our birthday, we have just like 7 days apart from our birthday. He bought a sample of this and shared it with me, and that was a special pour for both of us. And ever since that moment, me and him have been on the absolute hunt for this bottle. I know people are picking them up on secondary all the time. I just can't justify that price. I just can't do it. If I can get it at retail, and even at retail, we're looking at like nearly $2,000 for that bottle. It's going to be a hard one to swallow, but I think I will purchase that bottle if I get that opportunity. But like I said, I don't know if I will keep it. I think I will let him get the bottle if I'm able to find it, or if he finds it for me, I think he's going to share it with me because that's just the kind of good guy he is. He knows who he is, so I'm sure he'll see this and say something about it. But that's going to be my list. That's what I'm hunting for. Do me a favor, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys are hunting for. And also, one thing I want to know, when you put your comment in there, put what state you're from, because I'm kind of curious if you guys are hunting for different things in various regions, because I know it kind of varies what people get in different places, because I'm kind of curious to know, how that all pans out. It's interesting to me to see what people hunt in different areas. It's always different. Kentucky finds different stuff than California and vice versa. So yeah, let me know what you guys are hunting for, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bourbon Dude out.